everybody. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today I am in my children's bedroom. They're off playing somewhere else at the moment, so I thought I would practice a little story that I might tell with them later with the train track. We love playing train tracks in our house, and sometimes we just play with the trains and we get them to go along the track, choo choo, choo choo, and just play with the trains. But sometimes I tell a story that goes with it. I thought I'd have a little practice with you guys now, if that's okay. So, in the story, I think we could have this old steam train with the coal truck at the back, and maybe, what about this electric train? There we go. I think a mixture of old and new. And I'm going to pretend for today that the train track has been set up in a museum where an old train and a new train might be able to meet together, maybe somewhere like the Folk and Transport Museum just outside Belfast, or I'm sure you can think of other places too. I think there's another train museum near Downpatrick. So in the story, the museum has closed. All the visitors and all the staff, all the people who work there have gone home for the night, and the trains come to life on the track. Choo-choo, chuff, 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 chuff. Meep, meep, you're in my way. Out of the way, says the electric train. No, you're in my way, says the steam train. Oh, so the steam train pushed the electric train past the junction, and off huffed the electric train off onto a different branch line under the bridge and out of the steam train's way. Later that evening, the carriages were all lined up and they started chatting amongst themselves. What's going on? Why is the steam train so grumpy all the time? It used to be that the steam train and the electric train were really good friends. Shh, shh, he's coming. He's coming. Okay. And here comes the steam train. What's going on? What are you guys all talking about? I know you're talking about me because you went shh, shh, shh as I came in. What's going on? We were just wondering why you're so grumpy with the electric train all the time, said the carriages. Well, I'll tell you, said the steam train. I'll tell you. That electric train, he and I used to be really, really good friends. But it's not fair. Now everybody's talking about the electric train. Oh, he's so eco-friendly. He's so good for the environment. He's so clever. He's so fast. Nobody wants to be with me anymore. It's not fair. Nobody talks about me anymore. Nobody wants to ride in my carriages anymore. It's just not fair. Nobody needs me anymore. You're silly, said the carriages. Everybody wants to ride on you. It's a special thing to go on a steam train. Nobody needs me anymore, though. They just use me because I'm fun, and they sort of laugh at me even. Well, I'll show them. Oh, don't be silly, said the carriages, and they took themselves off to bed under the railway tracks. I'll show them, said the steam train. I'll show them. I'll make them start talking about me again. Oh, he hatched a plan. And in this museum, as well as having trains, there happened to be an exhibit with a very, very precious jewel. And that gave the steam train an idea. I'll take the very precious jewel, said the steam train. I'll take the very precious jewel, and then people will talk about me. They'll start saying what a clever, clever thief I am. Ha ha ha. So off he chugged. Oh, shh, he said, as he made the noise of the bell rattle. He didn't want anyone to wake up. Shh, quietly. And he whizzed around the track, carefully and quietly, until he got just to the right level. And he snatched up the jewel. There you go, he snatched up the jewel. But now he didn't know where to hide it. Where could he hide it? Oh, my goodness. Oh, he didn't really think that one through, did he? Now then, then he had a good idea. He'll hide it in a cargo truck. Okay, so here we go. There we go. hide it in this yellow truck. Nobody uses these yellow trucks anymore. I will be safe. Nobody will find out. Well, the next thing, ting, 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 ting. There was a terrible clatter and a terrible noise. It woke all the trains up. It especially woke up the electric train. What's going on? What's going on? Does anybody need me? Said the electric train. The jewels have been stolen. The very special jewel has been stolen, said all the carriages. Right, we must find out who's done it, said the electric train. And off he sped at top speed. Choo-choo! Choo-choo! Well, the electric train was rather clever. He began to think to himself, why isn't everybody helping? Why isn't the steam train helping? It would normally be like him to help and try and solve a mystery and try and find himself a space in the limelight where everybody would be talking about him. But he's not. That makes me suspicious, thought the electric train. And he slipped down the bridge and came face to face with the steam train. Steam train, said the electric train. Do you know where this jewel has gone, this very precious jewel that everyone's looking for? Why would you ask me? Why would I know anything about it? Well, because you're the only one not helping look for it. Well, that doesn't prove anything. That doesn't mean anything. Steam train, did you take the very precious jewel? No, I definitely didn't, said the steam train, and turned around and chuffed off in the direction in a proper huff. Why would you think I'd taken the train? But he was right. Everybody was talking about him. The carriages were talking about him. And the word got back to the police, who came in their police car out of the police station. Nina, 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 woo, 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 woo. Nina, 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 Nina. Oh no! But the clever steam train had been very smart, and he'd put the barriers down on the level crossing, and the police couldn't get at him. Ha ha ha, said the steam train as he chuffed through. You'll never get me now, the barriers are down. You can't go on the level crossing while I'm there. Na 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 na. Beep, 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 said the police car. Beep, 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 let me through, let me through. We know you did it just by your behaviour. You're behaving like a very, very naughty train. But you know what happens. A steam train can't stay still for long, otherwise its fire will go out. So he chuffed off and the barriers lifted and the police were able to chase, and the electric train went off on the sidings and chased in the other direction. Nino, 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 chuff, 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 chuff. Beep, 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 beep. And they cornered him right by the police station. There was nowhere else for the steam train to go. Ha ha, said the police. You fell into my trap, straight into the police station with you. And you can tell us what you have done with the most precious jewel. I'll never tell, said the steam train. Oh yes, you will, because we will not give you any coal if you don't, and you'll be a very, very lonely little train. All right, said the steam train, I'll tell you. I've hidden it in the yellow cargo truck at the sidings on the railway line. You'll find it in the yellow truck. 10-4, 10-4. Yes, can you check in the yellow truck? The police sent the message. And sure enough, the carriages found the very precious jewel inside the yellow cargo truck and took it safely back to the police station to be under guard. There we go. Here it goes all the way back to the police station. Now, there it is, safely in the police. There we go. Now, said the policeman, why did you behave in such a bad way, you naughty, naughty steam train? Well, everybody was talking about the eco-friendly. Everybody was talking about how brilliant the electric train was, and nobody wants to use me anymore. So I just wanted somebody to notice me and realise that I have a use too. We know you have a use, said the policeman, but making people notice you for the wrong reasons, making people notice you to be cross with you, isn't what you wanted, is it? Well, no, said the steam train. That wasn't what I wanted at all. I just wanted people to think that I was a useful train too. Well, you've been a very naughty train, and you are going to have to go back and spend some time at the police station, and you certainly won't be carrying any passengers for a while. And then after that, I'm sure we can probably find you a useful thing to do. All right. And that is the story of the steam train, the police car, and the electric vehicle. And I just made those stories up using the toys that my children have in their bedroom. You could make up your own story about anything you want. You can maybe use your teddy bears, or if you've got a train track like this, or maybe you've got some cars. You use your toys, and you can maybe write it down and send it into the Arts Care YouTube channel that you're watching it on. That would be really, really great, because we love hearing your stories too. Thank you so much for listening, and please share your stories with us too. Bye bye now.